When your team's curious and ready to grow, they do their best work, and that changes everything. At CBT Nuggets, we've spent over 25 years making IT training engaging, hands-on, and fun. Expert-led courses, virtual labs, real-world skills your team can use right now. From networking to cloud to cybersecurity, we build skills and confidence that drive results. Believe in your team. Give them the tools to thrive at cbtnuggets.com/solutions.
All right, so you ready to break down one wild game?
Oh yeah, let's do it.
We're going deep on this Eagles-Commanders matchup. It was a classic NFC East rivalry game that had a little bit of everything. You had lead changes, huge plays, and then even a last-second field goal that could have sent it to overtime.
Yeah, and this wasn't just another game. These two teams were fighting for playoff positioning, and you could really feel that intensity.
Oh, absolutely. The Eagles came out hot. That opening drive they had was a statement. Jalen Hurts was in command, leading that signature Eagles no-huddle offense down the field.
That's interesting, because that no-huddle, it wasn't just about tempo. It was almost like a way to expose a weakness they saw in the Commanders' defense. Earlier this season, the Commanders had struggled against teams that pushed the pace and forced them to make quick decisions.
Oh, that's a great point.
The Eagles clearly did their homework.
And it paid off with that touchdown to A.J. Brown.
Exactly. It was classic Eagles. Power running and then precise passing. It really set the tone early.
But the Commanders didn't just fold, though. Sam Howell really impressed me. With his poise, they answered back with a balanced attack. And, wow, Terry McLaurin, he was making some unbelievable catches.
He's such a threat. He has this way of just finding those holes in the coverage, making big plays when they need him the most. I mean, he's clearly Howell's favorite target.
Yeah. And they tied it up at 7. For a minute, I thought it was going to be a shootout back and forth, but then the second quarter really took a turn.
Yeah, the second quarter was different. I think the key turning point was that turnover forced by Hyson Reddick.
That guy is an animal. That sack on Howell, forced fumble. Fletcher Cox recovers it deep in Commander territory. That was a huge momentum swing for the Eagles.
Oh, yeah, it was more than momentum. It was field position. You give a team like the Eagles a short field like that, they're going to make you pay.
Yeah, and that's exactly what happened. Hurts finds Goddard in the end zone, and they take the lead. And it just felt like at that point the Eagles' offense was clicking. DeAndre Swift was starting to find some running room. And then you got that duo of Brown and Devonta Smith making big plays.
Yeah, they have such a balanced offense. It makes them so hard to defend. They can attack in so many ways.
They really keep you guessing. And that variety led to another field goal, putting them up 17-7 at the half.
But it wasn't just their offense. The Eagles' defense also made some big changes in the second quarter. They started dialing up the pressure more, which forced Howell into quick throws. It really disrupted the Commanders' rhythm.
So halftime arrives. Eagles with that 17-7 lead. You'd think the Commanders are feeling the pressure. But what they did in the third quarter surprised me.
Yeah, it was like they flipped the switch. They went to a completely run-heavy attack.
Yeah, it was like a different team. Brian Robinson Jr. was pounding the ball, wearing down that Eagles defense. It seemed like a smart move, especially given how much the Eagles have struggled against the run this season.
It was, and that's when play action becomes so effective. Just so everyone knows, play action is where the quarterback fakes a handoff to the running back before throwing the ball. It's meant to fool the defense into thinking it's a run, which creates those open receivers downfield.
Oh, yeah. It totally worked. They had that Eagles defense thinking run. And then, boom, Howell hits Logan Thomas for a big gain.
It was a beautiful play.
It was.
And those play-action passes with Robinson's running really opened up the Commanders' offense.
They put together this incredible drive, capped off by that deep pass to McLaurin, setting up Robinson's touchdown run. And all of a sudden, it's 17-14. We've got a game.
Yeah. You could feel the momentum change. The Eagles looked rattled. The crowd was going crazy. It was setting up to be a classic fourth-quarter battle. And, man, the fourth quarter of this game was a roller coaster.
It really was. The Eagles answered right back with a clock-eating drive of their own, really showing why they're one of the best teams in the league. Hurts was unstoppable, making plays with his arm and his legs.
Yeah, it was textbook dual-threat quarterbacking.
Yeah.
Extending plays, scrambling for first downs. He really wore down the Commanders' D.
Oh, he did. And you can't forget about Devonta Smith. That catch he made on the sideline was insane.
That catch was unbelievable. It was a huge moment on that drive. And it showed how Smith can step up in big moments.
Yeah. They ended up scoring again on a Swift touchdown run, extending their lead to 24-14. And at that point, I thought they might run away with it. But the Commanders, they just kept fighting.
You know, I was really impressed with how resilient they were, even when they were down. They never gave up. Howell never lost his cool, and they kept making plays.
Yeah, Howell was incredible, especially under pressure. Late in the fourth, he puts together this incredible drive, connecting with Curtis Samuel on those quick passes, and Robinson kept running hard.
It really showed how much Howell has matured. He didn't force anything. He took what the defense gave him and kept the drive alive.
And they got within 3 points. After a touchdown pass to Jahan Dotson, this stadium was going nuts. It felt like either team could win it.
The tension was unreal. Every play, every decision felt huge. Both coaches were making some really smart moves. It was like a chess match.
I loved watching that back and forth. With time winding down, the Eagles tried to run out the clock.
Yeah.
But the Commanders' defense held strong and forced the punt.
That was such a big stop by the defense. It gave Howell and the Commanders one last chance to tie the game.
Man, what a finish. With just seconds left, Howell gets them in field goal range.
He really stepped up as a leader and rallied his team in a big moment.
I thought for sure they were going to tie it and send it to overtime.
Me too. That kick went wide right, and that was it. Eagles win 24-21.
I bet it was silent in that stadium after that missed kick. It had to be heartbreaking for the Commanders. But you have to give them credit, they never quit.
Absolutely. They pushed the Eagles to the limit.
This game just shows you why the NFC East is so fun to watch. It's always a battle. Anything can happen.
That's one of the most competitive divisions in football. And games like this are why.
So what were your biggest takeaways from this one? What really stood out to you?
I think for the Eagles, it confirmed what we already knew. They're a Super Bowl contender. They have an explosive offense, a good defense. And in Jalen Hurts, they have a quarterback who can win in a lot of different ways.
Oh, he's the real deal.
He is. But they did struggle against the run. That's something they'll need to work on because teams are going to try to exploit that.
Yeah, for sure.
Yeah.
How about the Commanders? What did this game tell you about them?
I think they showed that they're a team on the rise. Sam Howell looks like a future star. And with their run game and some of the young talent on defense, they could be a problem in this division.
Yeah, they definitely proved they're not going anywhere.
No, they didn't. And I think this game was a great example of how important coaching is. Both teams made big adjustments throughout the game, and those decisions really affected who won.
You're right. Like when the Commanders switched to that run-heavy attack, that changed the entire game.
Yeah.
And then the Eagles slowed things down and controlled the clock, using Hurts' versatility. It was fun to watch both coaches work.
It's a chess match.
What about the rivalry itself? Do you think this is the start of something special between Hurts and Howell?
I think it could be. They both have that eats factor. They make big plays and lead their teams. It's going to be exciting to watch them face off for the next few years.
I agree. You know, this game made me think about something. We always focus on the stats and the scores. But the thing that really makes me love football is the human element. These are real people out there, giving everything they have to chase their dream.
I know what you mean. It's easy to forget about all the hard work and dedication it takes to play at this level.
That's why it's so relatable. We all face challenges in life. But we have to keep going, just like these guys.
Yeah, it's inspiring. And it's a good reminder that anything is possible if you have the passion and the drive. And never quit.
You know, and this game wasn't just about what happened on the field. It was about the fans, the energy in that stadium, the history, the rivalry. You could feel it.
NFC East games, they're always different. The crowd was electric. You could tell this game meant something to them.
It felt like the fans were a part of it, like they were living and dying with each play.
These are the games that remind you why we love football. It's more than just the game itself. It's the emotion, the drama, the shared experience.
It's captivating, right? All those unexpected plays, the moments that leave you stunned, like that last-second field goal attempt that missed.
It was rough for the Commanders. But you know it's those moments that you remember.
You're right about that. And this game had a lot of them. From Hurts escaping pressure, to McLaurin's catches, to Robinson just running people over.
We saw some amazing plays from those guys. But it was a team effort. Both sides gave it their all.
That's what makes it so fun to watch. So as we wrap up this deep dive, what's the one thing you want our listeners to take away from this game?
Don't underestimate heart and resilience. Both these teams faced adversity, they made mistakes, but they never quit. They kept fighting.
I like that. And you know, that's something we can all learn from. It doesn't matter what challenges we face. We can always choose how we respond. We can give up or we can keep pushing forward, just like these players.
Sports have a way of inspiring us. They teach us things.
Yeah.
Remind us that we can do anything if we believe in ourselves and don't quit.
Couldn't have said it better myself. And with that, we'll leave you with this. Keep exploring, keep asking questions, keep diving deep into the things you care about. Thanks for joining us.
Today is your lucky day. Today is the day that our $3 website works for you, paying you directly to your PayPal daily. Imagine $3 ongoing continuous payments to your PayPal account. Imagine falling asleep and waking up to $300 in your PayPal account. How would this make you feel? How could this help you? What bills could you pay? What kind of fun could you have? What does that retirement look like now? All for a one-time payment of $3. This website is DFY done for you, fully built and completely hosted, and never stops collecting payments for you. You have spent $3 on coffee on a regular, but that coffee won't help you create multiple streams of income. Click the link below.